Hi, this is Jeff, and welcome back to this series of videos about LunchCleeks.com. In this video, we will be discussing the My Calendar features. I am already logged in as Jeff, so I can get to these features by clicking on this button or by selecting My Calendar from the Calendar menu. Here on the My Calendar page, we can see a rolling calendar with the current week displayed on the top row. The selected date is shown with a red box around it. The selected date is today, as I am recording this video on July the 23rd. My status details for the selected date are shown here. If I select another day, that day is outlined in red in the calendar, and my status details for that day are again shown over here. Now that I've selected a different day as a reference, today's date is shown with a blue outline in the calendar. Also notice that days before today are grayed out and may not be selected. You are not allowed to create LunchCleek proposals in the past, as that would create a tear in the fabric of the space-time continuum, which would be a bad thing. I wouldn't mind a guitar lesson from Chuck Berry, but even if you had a sonic screwdriver, the whole thing sounds kind of risky. So let's just move on. Days in the calendar with normal black numbers have no active LunchCleeks, and there are no LunchCleek proposals. If you wish to create a new LunchCleek proposal, you can click on this button. We won't create one of these just now, but that process is shown in another demonstration video. Dates for which there are LunchCleeks that I have not yet decided to respond to are displayed with red numbers. You will see that my status for such a day says no vote. On this day, there are two active LunchCleeks for which there are LunchCleek proposals. The Artie's Cleek shows Pabs and Vince want to go to Einstein Bagels at noon, while Petey and Rems want to go to St. Roger Abbey at 12:15. But I have more choices. For the Sophs Cleek, I can see Plates, Ren, Bertie, and Wiggs want to go to Simply Homemade at 12:30, while Stotts and JP want to go to On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina at 12:15. Looking over all my choices, let's say I decide to go with Pabs and Vince to Einstein Bagels. Then I would click on that corresponding vote button. As you can see, that is now reflected in my status, and the calendar date has turned to green, meaning that I am participating in some LunchCleek on that day. Now if I decide later that I don't want to go, I can always unvote. If I do that, my status changes back to no vote, and the selected calendar day again has a red number. going to put that same vote back. You can see me and my vote there next to Vince. Now let's say I want to change my vote to St. Roger Abbey. Now there are two important things to notice here. First, I can only attend one Lunch Clique proposal on a given day. And that means one Lunch Clique proposal across all my cliques. So voting for St. Roger Abbey took away my vote for Einstein Bagels. Second, only one Lunch Clique proposal will win for a given clique on a given day. Which Lunch Clique proposal wins is determined by the weighted user votes for the proposals. Notice that the changing of my vote in this case changed the rank order of the Lunch Clique proposals for the Artie's clique, and that now St. Roger Abbey at 12:15 is the leading proposal. The exact rules of the voting process are shown on the Voting Process Explained page you can get to in the About menu. The example we just went through was for a future day. The Lunch Cliques proposal section of the calendar page will look a little different for the current day. Let's look at my calendar for today. We can see that I voted to go with the Sophs clique to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Oh, and by the way, when you see this map link icon next to a restaurant listing throughout the site, clicking on it will take you to a Google map showing the location of the selected restaurant. As we look at the Lunch Clique proposals for today, I can see that there are three active cliques: the Comps, the Musicos, and the Sophs. Even though I have decided to go with the Sophs clique today, it may be of interest to see what the Lunch Clique site is doing behind the scenes for all three cliques. To do just that, let's watch what happens throughout the day. It is now currently 11 a.m. and all the Lunch Cliques are undecided. Here is the Comps clique. As you can see, I may still change my vote to one of those Lunch Clique proposals if I wish. Here is the Musicos clique. There are three proposals there. Here is the Sophs clique, and you can see the Lunch Clique proposal that I voted for, the first one. It also allows me to unvote for that or vote for another Lunch Clique proposal in that clique. Now, let's say it's 11:15 a.m. Looking at the Comps clique, notice that it is half hour before the second Lunch Clique proposal, the one with Steve-O and Ada. Because it wasn't winning at decision time, that proposal has been declared lost, and I may no longer vote for it, but the Lunch Clique still remains undecided. Now it's currently 11:30. Again, on the Comps clique, since it is a half hour before the lunchtime of the first proposal, and it is winning, it has been declared the winner. I am now given the option of switching to that Lunch clique and joining if I wish. Now it's 11:45. This time on the Musicos clique, I can see that the last lunch clique proposal, the one by JS, has been declared a loser. This happened because it is now half hour before the lunch time for that proposal, and there is only one vote. A quorum of 2 votes is necessary. I am still given the option of voting for the other 2 proposals, and the lunch clique remains undecided. It is now 12 noon. Staying on the Musicos clique, we can see that the first lunch clique proposal has been declared the winner, and I am still allowed to join. The first proposal was ahead in weighted user clique votes a half hour before its lunchtime. This makes the second proposal a loser. This lunch clique is now decided and is shown in green. Now it's 12:15. Finally, to my Soaps clique. It is now half an hour to the lunchtime of the first proposal, and it is ahead in votes, so it has been declared the winner. The other 2 proposals have been declared losers. I am only given the option to unjoin if I wish. Now you can see that all 3 cliques have been decided, and you can see the winning lunch clique proposals. You are allowed to join a lunch clique up until 1 hour after the winning lunch time. Thereafter, only the attendees will be displayed. That is all that is going to happen today with my cliques. I hope this little demonstration has given you an idea of how the Lunch Clique site works so that you can use it more effectively with your cliques. In addition, if I have my preference turned on to receive Lunch Clique decision made emails, I will receive emails for each of my cliques when a decision is made for that clique, regardless of whether or not I am attending. This gives me a last chance notice and allows me to join that clique. Here is the decision made email for the Comps clique. Here is the Lunch Clique decision made email for the Musicos clique. Here is the Lunch Clique decision made email for the Soaps clique. And you can see my bright and shining face. Please continue exploring the various features of lunchcliques.com on your own. But most of all, have fun! That's it for now, and be sure to check out the other videos in this series. Hasta la vista, and keep cliquing!